Have you ever noticed how one bad thought can spiral into a full-blown emotional storm? That's no accident. Your thoughts spark chemical reactions in your brain, those reactions create emotions, and those emotions loop back to fuel even more of the same thoughts. It's like a hamster wheel, but for your energy. Here's the kicker, the quality of those thoughts doesn't just stay in your head. They generate a vibration, an actual energetic frequency, that radiates into your life. If you're constantly stewing in fear, failure, or lack, your body literally vibrates at that frequency. That energy affects how you behave, what choices you make, and most importantly, what you attract. But what if you flip the script? What if your mind is tuned to success, gratitude, and abundance? Your energetic field shifts. Suddenly, the world around you starts to change. That's not coincidence, it's quantum alignment. You're not just reacting to life anymore. You're shaping it. Now here's the real secret. Wanting something consciously isn't enough. You have to become a vibrational match for what you desire. If your subconscious is still clinging to old beliefs like I'm not lucky or only certain people succeed, you'll keep running into invisible walls. No matter how much you try on the outside. So how do you break free? Rewire your subconscious. You've got to train your inner world to operate at a higher energetic frequency. This doesn't mean forcing positivity. It means sending steady, intentional signals to your energy field, until your subconscious starts to accept that new reality is the truth. One of the most powerful ways to do that? Meditation and visualization. When you meditate deeply, your brain drops into slower frequencies, theta and delta, those same ones where your subconscious is most active. Now, add in visualization. Imagine your dream life in full detail, like it's already yours. Feel the emotions that come with it, joy, confidence, gratitude. Affirmations like I am worthy of abundance or my energy attracts incredible experiences begin reprogramming your internal wiring. You're not just repeating words, you're shifting the frequency your body emits. Want to supercharge the process? Mix in breathwork. Deep, intentional breathing while generating high vibration emotions like love or joy amplifies your energetic signature. Now you're not just wishing. You're radiating. But let's be real, sometimes your biggest blocks aren't even yours. They come from buried memories, childhood wounds, past failures that your subconscious clings to like old baggage. Techniques like EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, and NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, help dissolve those blocks. Bit by bit, they break down the beliefs that say you're not good enough or that things never work out for you. Here's what happens next, your thoughts and emotions begin syncing with the rhythm of the universe. And that's when the magic kicks in. Suddenly, you're not forcing things anymore. You're in the flow. The synchronicities start. You think of someone, and they call. You imagine an opportunity, and it shows up. Things start clicking into place, almost like life is playing in your favor. Because it is. Your new vibration is sending out a signal, and the universe is answering back. Fear, anxiety, and doubt? They start fading. You realize you're not separate from the flow, you are the flow. Inner peace replaces that gnawing uncertainty. Life becomes less about hustle, and more about harmony. But here's a little warning. Once you raise your vibration, not everyone will come with you. People who no longer match your frequency may fall away. That's okay. In their place, new relationships appear, ones that align with your new energy. Opportunities come from places you never expected. Problems that used to shake you now feel like stepping stones. Still, there's a trap that catches a lot of people right here. It's the seesaw between faith and doubt. Let's say you've started shifting your vibration. You're feeling positive, focused, aligned, and then boom, life throws a curveball. An unexpected bill. A breakup. A job rejection. What gives? This isn't sabotage. It's a test. The universe is asking, are you sure you're ready for this new reality? Can you hold the frequency when things get messy? Because here's the truth. Every time you set a bold new intention, life pushes back, not to punish you, but to refine you. Most people fail here. They slip back into fear. Old patterns creep in. They see the challenge as proof that nothing's changing, when really, it's proof that change is in motion. Imagine you're trying to manifest financial abundance. You're focused, visualizing, staying positive. Then out of nowhere, bam, your car breaks down. Huge repair bill. Most people would panic. But what if, instead, you said, this is just part of the transition. I'm still abundant. This situation is already resolved. You act with trust. You keep vibrating at the new frequency. That's when the universe says, okay, they're ready. Same goes for love, or confidence, or career goals. Challenges will appear, but they're mirrors. Tests. Do you trust the process, or are you still energetically tied to your past? When you pass those tests, when you respond to fear with faith, your transformation becomes unstoppable. Suddenly, challenges don't crush you, they calibrate you. So next time you feel like life is pushing against your new path, remember, this isn't failure. This is the frequency test. And if you pass it, the door to your next level swings wide open. You've probably heard this before, the universe doesn't respond to what you want, it responds to what you are. But what does that actually mean? It means your emotions, not your logic, are the real broadcast signal to the universe. You can say I want to be rich all day long, but if every time you think about money you feel anxious, stressed, or doubtful, guess what frequency you're actually transmitting? Scarcity. And the universe doesn't speak English. It speaks vibration. So what does it send back? More situations that match that scarcity signal. This is why many people feel stuck even though they're doing all the right things. They're thinking positively, repeating affirmations, maybe even journaling or meditating. But underneath it all, there's resistance. There's fear. There's emotional misalignment. And this is where it gets juicy. Because once you flip that emotional switch, when you feel abundance before it arrives, your vibration changes. And reality starts to catch up. Dr. Joe Dispenza says it best, the secret to manifestation is feeling the future you want, before it physically arrives. Why? Because your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. When you act like it's already happened, your mind starts wiring itself for that reality. And the universe? It starts responding. So how do you actually do this? Here are 3 real-world steps to align your internal frequency with the life you want. Step 1. Observe and rewire your thoughts. Start catching the mental loops that are running your life. Every time you catch yourself thinking something like I never have enough, it's too hard, or this won't work, pause. Interrupt that pattern. Replace it with thoughts that reflect where you want to go. Opportunities are always around me. I'm open to receiving. Things work out for me, even when I can't see how. You're not lying to yourself, you're training your brain to create a new reality. Step 2. Feel it first. This is where most people mess up. They repeat affirmations without emotion. But without feeling, it's just noise. You've got to feel the energy of your dream reality as if it were happening right now. Want financial freedom? How would you feel waking up with zero stress about bills? Confident? Peaceful? Excited? Sit with that. Want love? How would it feel to be in a relationship where you're deeply seen and valued? Warm? Safe? Alive? Don't just think it. Feel it. That emotion is the frequency that turns thought into reality. And yes, I get it. It's hard to feel abundance when you're struggling. It's tough to feel loved when you're alone. But here's a powerful shortcut. Think of your future self. The version of you who made it. Who's healthy, wealthy, loved, and thriving. Picture that version smiling, glowing, full of joy and peace. Then, be grateful for them. Start thanking the universe now for what your future self has already become. Let that gratitude bubble up. Say it: thank you for the strength I found. Thank you for the love I received. Thank you for the success I created. When you feel gratitude for what's coming, you collapse the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Gratitude bridges the now and the next. Step 3. Act according to the new frequency. This is where the real-world magic happens. Your actions must match your new vibration. If you say you want abundance, but you're afraid to invest in yourself or constantly worry about spending, you're still operating from lack. If you say you want confidence but avoid taking risks, you're not walking the walk. Start acting like the version of you who already has what you desire. Speak with certainty. Make bold decisions. Say no to what doesn't align. That energy shift creates visible ripples. Now, here's where it gets fascinating. Science is catching up with what mystics and sages have known for centuries. Quantum physics, the bleeding edge of modern science, is now validating ancient spiritual wisdom. Things like déjà vu, gut feelings, that strange connection between twins, even those uncanny perfect timing moments, all of it can be traced back to a single concept. Quantum entanglement. This isn't pseudoscience. This is real, documented, Nobel Prize level physics. At the subatomic level, particles that were once connected, entangled, remain connected across time and space. Change the state of one, and the other responds instantly, even from across the galaxy. Now here's the mind-blowing part. What if human consciousness works the same way? What if your thoughts, intentions, and emotions don't just affect you, but also ripple out and influence the quantum field that connects everything? Suddenly, that strange feeling of meeting someone and just knowing them makes sense. It's not fantasy. It's energetic memory. You might be entangled with certain people, events, or experiences across lifetimes, timelines, or soul frequencies. Call it karma. Call it spiritual physics. The point is, it's real. And you're in the middle of it. Ancient traditions knew this all along. The Hindus spoke of prana. The Chinese, qi. Western mystics describe the Akashic field, an invisible energy web linking all of existence. Modern science now points to the same thing. Quantum physicist David Bohm called it the implicate order, a vast, interconnected field of intelligence behind all of physical reality. Schrödinger, yes, the cat guy, said, "The mind and the world are one." Think about that. What if your mind isn't trapped in your brain? What if your consciousness is part of something far bigger, like a radio tower sending and receiving signals across the universe? Your thoughts, your emotions, your intentions, they're not confined. They're broadcasting. And when you understand that, everything changes. You realize why the energy you carry shapes the people you meet, the chances you get, even the random things that show up in your life. They're not random. They're the universe replying to your energetic signal. So what happens when you get in sync? When you raise your vibration, when your thoughts, emotions, and actions align with a higher energetic state, the universe starts echoing that back to you. You stop fighting for things. They start finding you. That business idea you were thinking about? Suddenly someone brings up a similar concept. That relationship you've been hoping for? You meet someone who just gets you. Even your health shifts. Your body starts operating with less tension. Your sleep improves. Your energy lifts. This isn't magic. This is vibrational alignment. And it's not about perfection. You don't need to never have a bad thought again. It's about dominant frequency. The signal you send most often, that's what the universe amplifies. So ask yourself, what am I really broadcasting? Is it fear? Doubt? Lack? Or is it trust? Abundance? Joy? Because that signal is painting the canvas of your life. And here's the best part, you can change the signal anytime you want. You're not stuck with the vibration you've been carrying. The power to reprogram your reality lives inside you, and the universe is always listening. Now let's talk about the part no one explains clearly. What to actually do when you're low. Because this is where most people give up, not because they're weak, but because they don't know how to shift their state. All the videos you've watched, all the books you've read, all the coaches and creators online, they keep repeating the same thing. Raise your vibration. Shift your mindset. Get out of that low frequency. Why? Because that's the key, they say, the magic door to everything you're looking for. A better life. A loving relationship. Financial freedom. Emotional peace. Health. Confidence. Self-worth. They say, just raise your frequency and the universe will respond. Change your mindset, and everything changes. And yes, at some level, they're right. Your thoughts do shape your reality. Your vibration does attract or repel the things you desire. But let's be real. How do you actually do it, when your heart is pounding with anxiety, when your chest feels heavy, when your thoughts are spiraling, when you're not just in a bad mood? You're in a bad place? How do you shift your mindset when life feels like it's collapsing around you? Let's stop pretending it's easy. Let's talk about what actually works. Because you're not broken. You're not failing. You just haven't been given the tools yet. So here are 10 real, powerful, practical ways to raise your vibration and shift your mindset, especially when you feel low, lost, or overwhelmed. 1. Interrupt the thought loop with love. When your mind starts spiraling with negative thoughts, panic, shame, overthinking, don't argue with the thoughts. Interrupt them. And one of the fastest ways to do that? Think of someone you love deeply. Your child, your partner, your parent, even a pet. Close your eyes. Picture them happy, laughing, safe. Let the feeling of love take over your chest. That single emotion can override fear in seconds, because love and fear can't occupy the same space in the body. You're not escaping the thought. You're transmuting it. 2. Use math to calm anxiety. When anxiety hits, your brain is hijacked by the emotional center, the amygdala. It floods your system with cortisol and panic. But you can shut that down by activating a different part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex, the logical, analytical part. How? Do math. Multiply, what's 7 by 6? Now double it. Subtract, count backward from 100 by 3. Add, 37 plus 49 equals? You're not trying to be a calculator. You're giving your brain something neutral and structured to focus on. This pulls energy away from emotional chaos and grounds you in logic. It works fast, and it works every time. 3. Move your body to move the energy. Low vibration often feels heavy, like fog, like pressure, like a physical weight. So lighten it. Move. Stand up. Shake your hands. Roll your shoulders. Walk around the room. Dance for one song. Even 2 minutes of movement shifts your state. Why? Because movement releases stored emotional energy from the body. It also boosts dopamine, endorphins, and blood flow, your body's natural feel-better cocktail. No motivation needed. Just start moving. The energy will follow. 4. Use micro-gratitude to spark the shift. Gratitude is powerful, but sometimes it feels out of reach when you're struggling. So try this instead. Ask yourself, what small thing am I glad didn't go wrong today? What would I really miss if it disappeared tomorrow? What made me smile, even slightly, this week? Gratitude doesn't have to be deep or poetic. It just has to be real. Even being thankful for your bed, a cup of tea, or a quiet moment is enough to lift you out of emotional fog. It's not about listing 100 things. It's about feeling one thing deeply. 5. Reset with cold water or breath. Your nervous system can be reset, physically. Cold water is a fast, powerful tool. Splash your face. Hold an ice cube, rinse your hands under cold water. This stimulates the vagus nerve, calming your body almost instantly. No cold water? Use your breath. Try this. Inhale 4 seconds. Hold for 7 seconds. Exhale for 8 seconds. Repeat 3 to 4 times. This slows your heart rate and signals to your body, we are safe now. 6. Let music tune your frequency. Sound heals. Sound moves energy. Sound shifts mood. Create a go-to playlist that lifts your spirit. It doesn't need to be spiritual. It just needs to feel alive. Or go deeper with binaural beats and solfeggio frequencies. You can try 432 Hz, emotional grounding, 528 Hz, transformation, 963 Hz, higher consciousness. Let the sound realign your inner world. 7. Watch your language, it's a spell. Your words shape your vibration. So when you say, I'm always anxious, nothing ever works out. This is just who I am. Your subconscious listens. Instead, reframe. I'm learning to calm myself. Things are starting to shift. I'm creating a new version of me. It might feel fake at first, but it's not. It's future truth. And every time you say it, it gets stronger. Anchor into your future self daily. You don't need to meditate for an hour. Just 2 minutes. Close your eyes. Visualize your future self, confident, grounded, joyful, successful. Feel what they feel. See the world through their eyes. Then ask, what would that version of me do today? One action. One decision. One shift. Do it, and your vibration will begin to match that timeline. 9. Stop pushing, start allowing. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is let go. Let go of needing to fix everything. Let go of obsessing over the outcome. Let go of the idea that you're behind. Say this out loud. It's already working out. I don't need to force it. I trust the timing. This softens resistance and opens the flow. Surrender isn't giving up, it's getting in alignment. 10. Be kind to yourself, especially when you're low. And above all, speak to yourself with love. When you're anxious, overwhelmed, or emotional, don't self-attack. Don't call yourself weak or dramatic. Don't expect perfection. Instead, say, you're doing your best. It's okay to feel this. You're safe. You've been through worse. You've got this. Talk to yourself the way you would comfort a child, a friend, someone you deeply care about. Because the truth is, you're not failing. You're remembering. You're returning. You're rising. You don't raise your vibration by pretending to be perfect. You raise it by choosing again, breath by breath, thought by thought, moment by moment. Every time you reach for calm, for love, for peace, even just a little, you shift your frequency. And when your frequency shifts, your world responds. So the next time you ask, how do I raise my vibration? Come back here. And start small. Start softly. Start now.